Pitsea Mount is situated right by the A13 on the east side of Basildon. St Michael's Church stands tall and overlooks Pitsea and the surrounding area. For many centuries the church has stood on the summit of Pitsea Mount. Though few details exist of earlier structures, the Church of St Michael's was last rebuilt in 1871, with the exception of the tower, which is of the late Perpendicular style and believed to date from the 16th century, and now sadly all that remains. A new modern church called St Gabriel's was constructed in Rectory Road and opened in 1964. Around the mid-1900s, the general condition of the church showed signs of structural defects. Although the church became a Ministry of Works listed building in 1950, fears over its future by the 1970s, the building having become semi-redundant, it was hoped that the planned development might secure the future of the church. The final wedding service took place in 1975, and with a big housing development being built, it didn't prevent its permanent closure. The church was officially closed on the 16th of March 1983. Many schemes were made involving the land and the church, but failed to materialise. It stood empty, fenced off for many years, with the main structure and tower suffering due to maintenance costs and vandalism. It has been reported that in 1988 a group of youngsters were playing in the churchyard and witnessed two black dogs. The dogs were described being very large and had red eyes, but not as tall as previously reported shuck dogs. The dogs seemed to mirror each other's manoeuvres, mannerisms, appearance, and appeared out of nowhere, snarling, slavering. They had seen them at the north side of the church near the witch's grave. The group had tried to climb higher to get away from the dogs, but the dogs disappeared as quickly as they appeared. The witch's grave lies next to the remaining tower with the inscription, Anne Freeman, who died on 20th of March 1879. Here lies a weak and sinful worm, the vilest of the race. Saved through God's electing love, his free and sovereign grace. It is also said that a monk hung himself in the grounds. Children would often spread the story that if you run backwards around the mount 3 times, the monk would appear. If you were lucky, a headless nun might also show up.